After I did the interview with Jon Stewart talking about the Las Vegas backyard alien case, people started sending me really interesting information that I hadn't heard before about the case. So let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments below. Yeah, first of all, Doug Papa, who a researcher I hadn't heard of previously, has been on News Nation a couple of times at least, delving into his extensive research on the Las Vegas backyard aliens case. So let's give a listen.
To tell me about the photograph you took of what looked like cameras installed on the roof of the home, and those came, what, 2 weeks after the incident, and then suddenly we're gone a few days later. Is that the right story? And again, I'm a bit tight for time.
They were installed on May 19th in a lamppost in the rear yard of the family's home. They were installed by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, Homeland Security Division, that's run by Assistant Sheriff Sasha Larkin. The cameras were there when I saw them on May 19th, and they were pulled out 3 days before May 27th when I went back. And I have that confirmed from the family, and my police sources said those were definitely installed by the technical and surveillance squad that works for Homeland Security under the direction of Assistant Sheriff Sasha Larkin, and they pulled them. Now, I want to say something real quick. I know we're short on time here, okay? Mm-hmm. They pull those around 3 days before May 27th. That was the second podcast that I aired when I exposed those cameras, okay? Now, there's talk. The parents, I said, why did they put them in there? They said, they came to the house and said, we got permission from the owner. We want to put this on your property. Can we? It's for your protection in case people come. But you got to remember something, okay? This thing didn't go viral to June 7th. The cameras were uninstalled 3 days prior to May 27th.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I thought that was really amazing. I may have reported on this incident or the cameras at an earlier date, but I hadn't heard the dates. And that's really a significant part of it, that the cameras were put up before this story went viral. So the excuse that they used, and they totally used this excuse, here's the statement the Metro gave us according to Darcy Spears. We offered to put cameras up to help ease the family's concerns of someone coming to harass or harm them. So, yeah, who's going to come harass and harm them if the story hasn't even gone viral yet, if the people don't even know about it? And now, in fairness, the full statement reads, here's the statement. After the initial contact with the PD, the family at the residence reported they heard noises in their yard and were afraid for their safety. Now, that's really intriguing to me because that might indicate there was ongoing activity of the beings after the original incident where, the police showed up and there were aliens in the backyard. So, yeah, do you think that's what was going on? We know there was ongoing activity. The house became haunted. They had all sorts of paranormal, spooky, negative stuff going on in the house following the aliens in the backyard. So could the noises in the backyard be related to that? Either way, it seems like a flimsy excuse to put up cameras on their house, and this is in association with Homeland Security. Yeah, if it was just prowlers or something, Homeland Security probably wouldn't be involved. Something else was going on there. I thought that was really intriguing, and it might also hint that there's ongoing activity. Really interesting. Yeah, Maddo sent me this, which is, a detailed, video of some of the beings potentially in the backyard. Yeah, we say metallic elongated craft, spherical mechanism, cloaked NHI, 9 feet tall. And as the video goes on, you can actually see that figure in motion. And you'll even see that it appears to have eyes. Yeah, check this out, guys. It kind of tilts his head. Right there. You can see this gray alien or mantis-like being. At least that's what it looks like. I mean, it could be pareidolia. Absolutely, 100% could be. But the family was seeing something in the backyard. And it was right around there as far as we know. So this is, is this what they were seeing? Because they were seeing something. They were seeing something. So yeah, let me know if you think this is an actual image of the gray alien or mantis being or whatever it was in the backyard. Now I'm not seeing any arms or anything, so it could be pareidolia, but this is a figure that is in motion. You can actually see it moving. So yeah, let me know if you think that is a gray alien or a mantis being. Now, what about the police officers that were scared off, that apparently have not showed up for work again? There's no clear evidence for that either way, but I did want to say, because a lot of people were suggesting that it couldn't be true because they were laughing and joking about it with the family, saying, next time this happens, don't call the cops. And we've most of us have seen that video of that happening. So if they were so disturbed, how could they be joking around? Well, the answer, and again, we don't have clear proof yet that they indeed have not showed up for work yet. But uh, what if they had the same sort of ongoing activity that the family had? If they had some sort of hitchhiker phenomenon or haunting or something like that. When Jay Stratton went to Skinwalker Ranch, he came back with a freaking werewolf, guys. Yeah, Skinwalker or whatever. Followed him home, and multiple people saw it, including members of his family. This stuff does happen. Could that have happened to these police officers who were in very close proximity, potentially, to some beings? Okay, but let's go on with Doug Papa's information.
They saw it too. Why do you suppose then that the Las Vegas Metro Police did that? Redacted 16 full minutes, went to complete silence and black for 16 minutes. And do you think they'll reverse course to just try to put an end to all the speculation?
Well, obviously it's redacted both on audio and video because there's obviously something they don't want us to see and something to hear. Now, my sources told me that immediately after this incident, a Las Vegas Metro Police Department detective who he works with the gangs or something, he's an IT expert. My sources said he was immediately called in, and the speculation is that something was either deleted or changed in the record system, whether it was a body camera or a dispatch system, we don't know, because he's not even talking to his friends. I got his name, but I'm not going to mention it. So that came from reliable sources within Metro.
Okay, so yeah, not only do we have redacted footage, they still haven't released the body camera footage from the backyard. We have it from the front yard, but not from the backyard, and there has to be a reason why. The excuse they gave was they wanted to respect their family's privacy, even though aerials of the backyard were, widely being shared. We've all seen like every inch of that backyard. So, that excuse doesn't hold up at all. So they are preventing us from seeing something. And he also makes the good point that it's not just video being, redacted, it's audio. If they didn't want us to see something, they could have just, blurted out, made a black screen, just released the audio. But they also redacted the audio. So what didn't they want us to hear? The family commenting on seeing beings in the backyard, police officers commenting on seeing beings in the backyard. Were the beings making noises or something like that? So yeah, great points from Doug Papa, who also says that a detective, an IT expert, is not talking to his friends about what was in that backyard. So, presumably that's what Doug is talking about here. So, yeah, that seems to be some corroboration, maybe, for John Stewart's information about the responding officers, two of them, who neither one of them have shown up for work since that incident. They are both traumatized and freaked out. So at least one other detective, or at least there's one other, source for saying that there is another police officer that is not even talking to his friends and family about this incident. Meanwhile, this was sent to me by Gray Owl, and thank you so much, Gray Owl. I thought this was really intriguing. Gray Owl has used sophisticated photo enhancement techniques or video enhancement techniques to visualize a potential being in the backyard of that family during the incident. And you'll see what looks like a humanoid figure in motion. Now, Gray Owl has said there is a better quality version of this enhancement, and he's trying to find it. As yet, he hasn't been able to find it, so hopefully that will come soon. But there you go. You can see what looks like a humanoid being, and again, hard to tell if it's pareidolia or not. But yeah, it'll come again in a minute, and you'll see it more clearly. This figure that's got 2 legs, 2 arms, a head, and a torso that seems to be in motion. And Gray Owl said in his email to me that he had to fight the alien's cloaking device, that it was cloaking itself visually from the camera. But if you played with the camera enough, you could still bring the figure out. We know from Scott Roeder that indeed at least one big figure, one being was cloaking itself from the camera digitally. There was actually half the number of pixels where that cloaked figure by the fence was than in the rest of the image. So it was actually interfering with the camera, cloaking itself from the camera. So they definitely do have these abilities even outside of the ship. It's more understandable if, they're in the ship and they have their technology, they can interfere with stuff. But apparently they can do that when they're on the ground too, whether that's a mental power or some gadget they have on them. Who knows? But it's an amazing technology or ability either way. But yeah, so you can see the 2 arms and the legs and the head and the torso of this thing in motion. Is that, again, pareidolia, or is that a legit being that we're seeing here from Gray Owl's enhancement of that footage? Yeah, thank you, Gray Owl, for sending it to me. Let me know if you think that is a being. Let me know what you think about Doug Papa's information about the detective who's not talking to anybody about the information that's in the backyard, about Homeland Security working with the police department to put up cameras on the family's house even before the story went viral. And yeah, let me know if you think we're looking at an alien here. What is this thing? Yeah, let me know what you think about it all. Trying to keep this story alive. It's an important story, I think. Too often these stories just come and go with no resolution or anything. And I know that's, what the phenomenon wants. The phenomenon definitely is not like being upfront with us about what the heck is going on. Control Group also very happy for these stories to peter out and die, but we all want answers. So, try to keep the story alive. Maybe we'll finally get some answers. And you guys are sending me great stuff on this. And thank you, John, for that fantastic interview. Let me know what you guys think about it all in the comments below. Like and subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified of future videos. You don't want to miss a thing. Join me on social media. There's Facebook, Twitter, Discord, and Rumble links below. Love to see you guys there. If you want to support Cosmic Road, buy a t-shirt or a coffee mug in the merch store below. Become a channel member to support the channel. Channel members are rock stars, and I really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you. Meanwhile, there's plenty of other videos on the channel, and I'll see you next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.